Hey, Cortavius here. Been a little bit since my last video. Been out doing things in life, like all of you. Pretty busy, and just didn't have time to record, and then did some travel where I was away from the PC. So there's a lot going on in the game right now, so I just wanted to burn quickly. So not going to waste time here, but going to burn through the Titan Path, the Deck of Fate, the Summon Pool, and the Basalt changes. So I will roll through each of those and kind of bring my real-world, practical perspective that I usually bring. So you don't get the overhype from me. I'm probably underhyping in general. So let's get into that. All right, so if we get into the Titan event, just kind of a progress. I'm shooting for the 3-star soul on both of my accounts. I just don't think going through the 5-star was worth the effort. At the time you're watching this video, you're either in for the 5-star or you're out, because if you haven't been chasing the events, then you're not going to get it. So, hey, I'm curious if anybody is going for the 5-star. Comment, let me know how that's going and if you thought it was worth it. I mean, now that you're this far into it. So I'm on track. I got 580 points on the main. I think free to play is like at 570. So I'm only like 30 away from getting the 3-star soul, which that's pretty much where I plan to end it, Yeah, I mean, if I get some points here and I get the Star Stone, cool. Oils, extracts, dust, Immortal Soul Stone. Yeah, I mean, this stuff would be nice to get, but I'm not chasing at this point anymore. So the 3-star was kind of the big thing I was going to get out of it.
Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now, and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid, complete the tutorial. And Step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in Raid, so click on that link before it expires.
If we look at the calendar, just for what's upcoming, there are more things with points coming. So we've got Ice Golem Turn Attack, we've got a Spider, we've got a Champ Chase, another event dungeon tournament coming, and another Dungeon Divers. So there's plenty of stuff coming on the calendar with more points in it. So I only need 20 to 30, so I'll be good. But if you've got points outstanding, I mean, that Champ Chase will be worth a lot of points, but of course you're going to have to pull shards for that. There's a chance that the fusion starts, and that's fusion points that you're going to get points anyway. So you might consider, whether you think the fusion is going to be here and whether you're going to have to do that Champ Chase tournament anyway when you pull go for other stuff where you're going to spend energy. So I might still pick up Ice Golem and Spiders in the event tournament. I'll just look to see how many points are in here and what I'll get in that next milestone tour. So anyway, that's probably it on the Deck of Fate. I'm on track, and you can see on the Play and Play calendar what's out there. So you can plan, probably take your best guess on how many points you think those are worth, and you can see what's still out there. All right, moving along. Let's keep this thing rolling. So Deck of Fate is the next thing. 40,000 pizzas, I guess. That's a lot of pizza. 40,000 pizzas to get this whole thing done. If you do, you get all of these rewards. So you got a Primal Shard, Lego book, 6-star Speed Glyph, Chaos or Legendary. But you can pin cards, and if you did the whole thing, you'd get 4 shots at the items here. So one person on the entire planet might pull 4 mythicals. A lot of people on the planet won't even see a mythical. So you get a chance for each of these, 4 chances to pull. You may get 2 energy packs and 2 gem packs, and you spent a ton of resources to get those back. And we all know there's no way it's even weighted. So you're not going to get a mythical. You don't have an equal chance to get a mythical book and mythical shards here. You got the best chance of getting the stuff that you don't want. So we know that's the case. So I'm not a fan of going for this thing to get the Deck of Fate to get a chance, 4 chances at the rewards here. If I knew I could get a mythical book or a mythical fragments for pulling 40 Immortal Soul Stones, maybe I'm in. But pulling 40 Immortal Soul Stones to take 4 shots at this pool, and I might get gems and energy? I mean, that's what this game is. This game's RNG. But I tend to sit out the RNG where I could get crap. And I use my resources to get things where I'm going to know what I'm going to get, in general. I mean, I will take some shots where I think it's a good shot. But in this case, I could end up with 25 mythical fragments, and I'll never get the other 75. It's a chance. I don't know if I'll ever get the other ones, and mixing these with others just lowers your odds. So I don't see maxing this out. However, you can just do it through champ training. So if you got some champ training you want to do and you want to go pull a few of these pizzas, great. It's 2 times on Immortal Soul Stones. So it's a good time to pull Immortal Soul Stones if you're a person who wants to use them as Soul Stones to get improvements for your champs. If you see them as currency, I don't think this is a great time to pull soul stones because I don't think there's a lot going on in this deck worth pulling relative to sometimes they've had a champion available by pulling soul stones. I tend to save mine for times when it's a Titan event that I have to finish. It's a fusion or something, which they've only done once, or it's a champion that I want to get because I think those things are not that easy to get and they're worth a lot to pull. So 62 of them I have on the main. The free-to-play has like 37 of these. I never buy soul stones on either account. So these are just ones that I've piled up. They do offer immortal soul stones pretty regularly at the top of the milestones for tournaments and events. And I tend to try and get them when I can. I'm not great. I'm not perfect at it, but I try and get them when I can. So I got 62 of them there. It's a good time if you just want to pull some and have a better shot at 5 to 6 star champions, so twice the odds. Do I get to see what those odds are? Yes, I do. So you got a 12% chance for each one of getting a 6 star and a 24% chance of getting a 5 star. That could be a rare, so it might be a 5 star, Soulbond Boyer. It might not be what you're looking for, or even worse, the Steel Boyer, right? The one that's horrible. So, I mean, you might get a 5 star, crap champ. So the rarity's not any better. It's just the rank's not any better. Rarity's not better. The rank's better. So that's it. It's if you want to just pull some soul stones because you're somebody who wants to improve your champs and you want to do some champ training and you just flip what you can, more power to you. Go ahead. If you're like me where you save these things because you use them as currency, because you think there's something that they're going to offer eventually, whether it's more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where they use soul stones or just a future champ in the future, I tend to pile them up for the times when I need them as currency because these events are expensive. I mean, 44 just to get materials. You know what? They put a champ in there, it's going to be more than that. And I have 3 Eternals. I can't tell you what year it was where I pulled my last Eternal. I only have 3 of them. Those are fairly impossible to get in this game. So I wouldn't pull those anyways. Anyway, that is the Deck of Fate. That's probably all I would really say. I'd love to pull one for the vid, but honestly, why not? Let's just pull one. No, I can't pull one. Oh, well, we'll come back to that. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. I said I would get through this quickly. We have the summon pool next. Well, that's unfortunate. I picked the wrong account to do this on. I just pulled an epic because it was there from the last one. That would have been my champ chase points. Well, there goes 250 champ chase points. But if I look at the summon pool, I guess I got to move me, right? So if I look at the summon pool, it's not that compelling. You do have some good epics in here. Geomancer and Deacon are 2 of the best epics in the game. I'll throw Uugo in there. If you clicked on the link in my description below, you can get Uugo to a brand new account. So you got Uugo, Geomancer, and Deacon, I'd say, are three of the best epics in the game. So you got 2 of them in here. Anax, I think, is great. He does a decrease attack, decrease crit rate on all enemies, and it doesn't hit. So if he's affinity neutral, doesn't matter that he's forced, he can land that on anybody. And you can build him fast enough that he can just, a lot of enemies in this game have 15% crit, so he stops them from ever critting you. And he does decrease attack. So I think he's fantastic. I mean, he's not Geo or Deacon, but I think he's great. Mordecai is also very useful as an HP burner because his HP burns, same thing as Anax, it doesn't attack. He can place it on any affinity. So Mordecai's pretty useful. I still use him on my account. So, other than that, there's some other epics in here, but not worth talking about really in my mind. The legendaries are okay. I think Ancora is fantastic. And then you're just hoping you pull Narcissus as a Void Legendary someday because the 2 of them together are just crazy. I really do like Eastrid for a lot, for Hydra, and she can be used in Chimera. She's good in Arena. She's good in Faction Wars. Morrigan was my speed booster for a long time. Kimmy's pretty useful, and she's good for progressing Hydra. Lyssandra's a fantastic, turn meter manipulator. All turn meter manipulators are a little hurt in Arena because of Stone Skin. So you've got some decent champs here. Pardon got buffed, so he's useful. April as the headline, I haven't seen her used. I haven't watched videos on her, but just what I've seen on the consensus is nobody's that excited for her. So as a champ, she just doesn't seem that great. So, if I'm you, they offer 1 for free here. Free meaning plenty of energy to use, and you're also not getting any points towards the Deck of Fate running the Gear Ascension tournaments. So unless you're somehow building food through there, I guess. But so you do have the Gear Ascension tournament. For a whopping 12,100 points, you can get yourself 1 shot at most likely an epic. But you got one shot at one of those champs in there. So my main will probably go do that. The free-to-play, honestly, I guess I should go after Deacon. But, I mean, I could get one of those other epics I already have, so that's a lot of energy. So anyway, I got to decide on the free-to-play. But that's the summon pool. It's there. It's not that compelling. If you're a whopping big spender, I'd probably still not do it. I just don't see buying shards or buying quartz to get these champs. There's other ones. I think these summon pools are good, but the best chance you have to get these champs out of any type of shard event they do. So in general, I think if you're a spender, this isn't a bad place to spend on other summon pools. I don't think this one, unless you are just 100% Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I gotta have them all crazy. Okay, here's a chance to get April. But boy, that's probably a lot of money to spend. I'm not in for that. So personally, I'll probably get my free one. But honestly, if I didn't even take a shot on either account, I wouldn't really care. All right, last topic. We are rolling along. All right, let's get through this last topic here on the Basalt. So they did make changes to add Basalt into Curse City, Live Arena, and Chimera. I'm pretty convinced these are only in hard. So if you can get to C20, D15, P16, those are reasonable to get to. You can get 2 and 3 star Basalt, which are still good to get. But the change in value is the S9 and S22 Basalt. And Live Arena Step 34, where you get another 4-star, or Ultra Nightmare Chimera, you'll get 4-star Basalt. So Nubs, I saw, had a video out there where he's like, hey, you can get 10 of these a month. He did admit they're hard to get, but I don't think he stressed enough just how hard it is. I mean, he stressed it, but let me show you that quick. So Curse City S9 is in hard. You got to get past these stages here, which, I mean, I don't even think I do because, I mean, I'm blocking you, but you can basically see, I mean, I don't even have these champs built to get through S6. Then you got to get to S7, got more choices there, to S8. I guess I've been here before. Must have beaten it, so that one's doable. But S9, Sand Devil, that is not an easy stage. So I definitely have some champs available, but that's a tough one. So that's where a 4-star Basalt will be. And the other one is S22, right? S22, who's the double boss out here with Dark Fae and a dragon together. And you got to get through some stages to get out there. So I've never made it that far out. I mean, I'm not saying I can't with my account, but I've never built all the champs that it would take me to get out this far. So, okay, there's 2 4-star Basalt available a month, but yeah, those are not easy to get to by any stretch of the imagination. Then Live Arena, you can get one per season, which I think is like 6 weeks. And you're talking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34 where the silver is. You got to get to milestone 7 in seasonal Live Arena to get here. Yeah, I've never come close. So that's 1120 points. I'm on 60. So yeah, I'd have to do a whole lot more Live Arena to get to that. Yeah, that's a lot of time to get out that far. I know some people do that because they think they try and get to these mythical materials. I mean, that's a fantastic value. If you can do that every season and get out here and get these mythicals, your account will be farther along than mine, 100%. I mean, it's definitely a great thing to do. It's just the time to get out here. So if you're somebody getting out here and getting these mythical fragments, then I guess you'll pick up the 4-star Basalt along the way. But yeah, it's a big investment. That's not easy. And then the other one is the trials. So it'll be available in the trials. So there's a 4-star Basalt here. There is also a 3-star in here that is good to get. And I mean, that's really where it's at with Chimera. It's, can you get these mythical materials and can you get the Basalt? The Clash sucks. I mean, the values there are crap. The chests aren't that great. It's really what can you get through trials. But to get this 4-star Basalt on the Ram form, you've got to get 7 debuffs on the Ram form with increased accuracy. That's doable. That's not bad. But now you got to get Weaken, and you got to get increased crit rate and increased crit damage on your champs. And you got to get somebody who doesn't use max HP, who's able to do enough damage to get the damage you need to get this trial done without killing themselves. So you have time before those debuffs fall off. So your buffs have to be on, the boss has to be debuffed, and you have to have a single target a single target attacker or an AoE, I guess, but somebody that can do enough damage that's not max HP. That's really hard to do on the ram form because you got a good chance that your good target attacker doesn't attack before all these things happen and they kill themselves. Now you're waiting to revive them, get the debuffs back on, get the buffs on, and then still get the attack on the boss. So maybe you can bring True Fear in on the team as well, but now you get increased accuracy, True Fear, increased crit damage, increased crit rate, weaken, decreased defense, all while your while the boss is under True Fear so the damage dealer doesn't kill himself because they'll do less damage to themselves and the boss is under True Fear. So you have a chance to get that 4-star Basalt. I guess the best I can say is the boss is the first boss, after the ultimate form. So the story there really is, there's a chance to now get another 10 or 11 4-star Basalt, which is really game-changing for your relics. If you have legendary mythical relics worth doing it, or worth upgrading, then it's a great chance to, much more available in the game. Much more available. Well, they are much more available in the game, but the ability to get them just incredibly hard. They did not put them in places that 90% of you, 95% of you watching this video are going to get. I mean, it's, tough Cursed City, tough live arena for the grind, and Chimera, really hard trials to get to. So heads up, they're there if you can go get them. I'm probably more motivated to go get the Cursed City ones. I'm motivated to try and play with the Ram ones to see if I can get those done, because I think they're worth getting if I can get to those two places. Live Arena, there's no way on earth I'm going to go put the time into that. It's just not worth it. But the Cursed City and the Chimera ones could be worth checking to see if I could do it. So anyway, that's the story on that stuff. Hope that was informative, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.